I'm limited to all the fruits and vegetables in the world. Yeah, it's really
there are plenty.
limiting when I have that whole list and I just can't add ham to it.
At number 25, I had Darko Rajakovic. What have you
Yeah.
thought of his performance, Toronto's performance this year, and what's been obviously a weird year with all the personnel changeover?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've clearly underachieved their talent, and it's hard because everyone in Memphis and OKC absolutely loved Darko, and I think the first half of this year, especially, they just had a hard time doing on the court what they needed to do. I think some of the things he tried to do in the rotation didn't really work out. And now they've played better of late, so we'll see if that can continue. He also said pineapple doesn't belong on pizza 2 days ago, which is a statement I cannot defend.
No, I think he's right about that. Well, you're a vegetarian, so your number of toppings is so limited that like you kind of have to have pineapple once in a while.
Oh yeah, I'm limited to all the fruits and vegetables in the world. Yeah, it's really
there are plenty.
limiting when I have that whole list and I just can't add ham to it.
There are plenty of other fruits and vegetables that shouldn't be on a pizza. All right, here's my problem with pineapple.
Okay.
All right, if you cut it like crazy thin, then I think it's okay. But it's going to be too cold and too juicy, and it's going to like seep into the rest of the pizza. Like it's just going to dominate the pizza in a way that, another topping isn't going to, right? It's just...
Yeah, you just got to cut the pineapple chunks in thirds. Yeah. And it totally
Oh,
works.
you're going chunks. I'm going like thin sliced
Oh, when you get the little circles out, I mean, you can do that too. Yeah, but it has to be, you're right.
The chunk is no good.
It has to be thin sliced. Yeah, totally agree on that. Yeah, otherwise it's too much juice and there's too much pineapple in one bite. Yeah, it has to be thin slice over it. But yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, see, I would rather go with like, a hot honey or something like that to sort of get that same effect in terms of the sweetness, but not have to deal with like the juiciness. I find that it's kind of like anathema to my pizza experience. In any event, though, he did at least win 3 straight games and buy his team pizza.
Yes.
I think I think he has some hope to move up this list. He was handed just a really weird team, a team that just the personnel that just did not fit for how he wanted to play. Part of his mandate was to play a less selfish style, and he was able to implement that where they're up at the top of the league in passes. Now they get a lot of movement, but they just didn't really have very many good passers. Certainly Scotty Barnes has taken a step forward with him. You would have to say, they moved on from some of these guys like that are ball stoppers like Schroeder. Siakam even was kind of like that. Obviously Anunoby, like guys who weren't as happy. I think now that we've got in some guy like Kelly Olynyk, Grady Dick is starting to show some signs as well. That second unit is moving the ball the way that they want to move it. So I think they're poised, and they've had a bunch of injuries after the trade too. So I think they're poised to hopefully play a little bit better the rest of the way, and he has the potential to move up. Like I think he has some interesting principles. Like they have underperformed, so just the resume just isn't that good. Like he has to be down here, but he's not somewhere like, oh, I have no hope for this guy. I think he can take a step forward.
Yeah. Done a nice job bringing along Grady Dick this year too, because he looked horrible at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and now they just have a little bit better personnel to kind of unlock him a little bit. I think that's sufficient.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.